Hello, and nice to have you here. Today, we're going to have a conversation around, and hopefully, you will be interactive with me as you can. We're going to talk about how can lead generation help you in building your business without bugging family and friends. And I have three pro tips for you. So that's the title. Now I'm going to pull up my other notes here and just put them up here so that I can see them. Having a little bit of an eye problem today, so I'll apologize early. But when we're talking about leads, I don't know, but did you know what leads were in the very beginning, of your starting to build your business? Did you know? I just had no idea. I just knew that I was out there looking for people to talk to. And that was before we all ended up online. And then online, there was this different language, lingo, or whatever you'd like to call it. And so I was like, so what exactly is that? And then eventually, as I continued to learn and grow, I actually found out what it was. And it was something that was really important. And I just how you're learning, but you have so many things that it just seems like your head is spinning, and so you don't actually get everything, and so you have some gaps, some places where you need to go back and reread or re-listen or whatever that is. So today I wanted to share with you what I learned, and hopefully it'll be valuable to you, because for me, I, learned what a lead was, what that meant, and so on. So, first of all, before I get going into that, I want to introduce, I'm trying to keep this thing from making noise. I want to, because my speaker is right under there and I'm trying to push my notes back up. But anyway, my name, I want to introduce myself to those of you who haven't had the pleasure of meeting. My name is Cherie Woodard, and I help business builders and entrepreneurs to be able to come online, use social media to get prospects, leads, and sales in their business. And I do that in a variety of ways. I use attract and attraction marketing. I use lead generation, which is why it's important that you know what a lead is. What is she talking about? And I also talk about live video, because live video is very important in our day and age, especially with most of us now pretty much online. I don't know that, I'm sure there are probably still some people out there that are trying to do, home stuff, or, private business stuff, where they're in like a coffee shop or whatever. But I can't do that. I have asthma and I am, 66, and I'm just not going out there. So I like what I am doing now. I like the way that I'm building. This works for me, and hopefully it will work for you. So I also, as I am using those strategies and tips that I told you about, I also use other updated modern strategies and tips to help you to be able to do the best that you can do, and to continue to learn, continue to grow, and build your business to what you really want it to be, so that you can live the life that you want to live. So let's get into it. Would you please, let me, I forgot to say this, but would you please drop, and my mouth is getting really dry. It's just been a morning, it's been a week, it's just been crazy. So excuse me, I guess I have a little bit of anxiety or whatever, dry mouth, a little stressed, maybe a lot stressed, but that's okay, because I'm still wanting to show up. I'm still wanting to be able to give you the information that I want to give you, that's going to help you to make some decisions about what you want to do and how you want to do it. So Oh, and let me say this too. The other thing before I get started is I want to give you guys a free gift, and it's called the top 2 anti-salesy posts that actually attract people to you instead of chasing them away. So, I will put the information on the video when it's downloaded, and it will be in the comment section. Okay, so got that out of the way. Now let's talk about lead generation, right? And how that can really help you in your business and how it can keep you from having to bug your family and friends or, chase strangers or do all those things that you may not really want to do. I didn't want to do them. For me, I just didn't. I did it, and I did it, and I just wasn't getting anywhere. And it was just very frustrating, and it just didn't make me feel good about myself. It caused me some issues. So first of all, let's talk about what is a lead. A lead is a person who, or a prospect who shows some form of interest in whatever it is that you have, whether that be a product or whether it be, your services. So I have my notes. So I'm going to keep looking down, and especially with my eye not really acting right, I'm just a little off today. But you guys that know me, that have come, and seen me, that I'm still gonna try to keep it moving, but it doesn't mean that everything is okay because my eye is really giving me the blues. But I'm gonna keep going, even if I have to keep looking down, because then it makes me a little bit stressed and I can't remember. So good to have notes. So anyway, a person who is interested in your products and your services. And they would be looked at what would be a potential customer or a potential prospect for you. And so in knowing that now, does that help make it clearer for you on what actually a lead is? A lead is the person that you really want to, that they come and show interest. And so, therefore, then that's good for you because it's good for your business and it's good for them because you're actually helping them with something that they're having issues with or problems with. And your products or services, whatever they are, it could be in health and wellness, it could be in business building, it could be in almost anything. I mean, weight loss, makeup, helping people. There's, so many things. There's even people that, sell homes and, just a lot of different things. And people like, I had to look up because my garage door won't open. So I went online and I Googled, and then I went back and I remembered I put something on my wall when something else happened to my garage door. And so I was able to get that phone number and make a call this morning before I got started here. So I am a lead. I am interested in the products and services of this, company that's going to come and help me to get out of my garage. So, and you just, I don't know if you've had that issue before, but when you can't get in or you can't get out without somebody else, and I just don't have the wherewithal to do all of it, to go and crawl under the garage door because it opens just so far, and then slide under there, and then pull that back, and then who's going to drive the car in, or who's going to drive the car out? So, anyway, so I, therefore, am a lead for the products and services of the company that I called. So hopefully that helps to make it clear for you on what a lead is because I did not know. And I didn't know for a long time. And so when people would talk about lead generation, I was like, "Yeah, okay, so what is that?" You know, and but it's all in coming online, joining the company that I joined, which is a mentorship and for me an education company because I was a registered nurse. I didn't have the background of business or marketing, or the lingo. My lingo was totally different. So it's really nice to be able to actually know and learn and grow and continue to build my business. So when we talk about lead generation, then we're talking about, you know, getting those people that we want to help, those people that would be considered prospects, potentials, for your business, for whatever it is that you have that's going to help them to be able to solve whatever it is that they have, the issues. So now I'm going to try to stick to what I have here so that I stay in line. So attracting prospects, we already talked about, but in attracting those prospects, have certain ways of doing that. I have by providing and leading with value from whatever it is that you have, that you can, not putting your business all out there and saying, join me, buy my stuff, none of that. It's just like giving value and leading with that, giving help to those people that are really having difficulty, and they're just in a struggle, and maybe they're new online, or maybe they haven't come online yet because they don't think they can do it. But if they see that, that we can do it, that I can do it, I'm learning, and have been learning for some time now. Excuse me. And have been learning for some time now on the things that I need to learn for what it is that I want to do. And I want to help, like I said, business builders and entrepreneurs to be able to, not continue to go through the things that I went through and the things that they're going through. So, um, solutions to pain points is the next thing. Solution to pain points is very important to people like me, to other people out there that are, going through a struggle, and they just don't feel like they're getting anywhere, and they're just like, oh my gosh, just something's got to change, and that something might be, you know reading a blog, listening to a live, reading a post, listening to a story, that someone's telling, that actually really touches you, and you're like, wow. And she seems like just a normal person. So if she's just a normal person, maybe this is something that I can do too, to help build my business, to help build me up, to help me to do what it is that I want to do. And by leaning in on and getting, the information, the value, the help, that she's giving in her lives, or he's giving in his lives, or in his posts and other information and stories, then you start to feel like you can do this. So let me move on. Blogs is another thing. Looking at and reading a blog tells you a story. It's just a story that sometimes, and I've seen now that people are actually doing blogs. They're doing it where it's written, but they also have a recording, because some people don't like recordings, and some people don't really like or would prefer to be able to read it. So it just depends. And they're just, the things that I've read and seen and and heard, they're just trying to make it, however you learn best, however it's going to help you best to be able to take in the information, and then be able to use it and grow from it. So then the other things, which I've already said, the only thing that I didn't say was virtual events. Virtual events are very, very helpful as well. I've been to several of them through our company, and other people that I follow, that I like what they say, how they do things. Yeah, virtual events as well. And then the content that and this is the last thing, the content that you provide, that you give, is, hopefully entertaining and inspirational, motivational, it's something that's going to help them to be able to take the information, because it speaks to them. It speaks to the needs that they have. It speaks to the frustrations that they have. And they're seeing that that other person has the same frustrations, and look what they're doing now. So if they can do it, and they're a normal person like me, then I can do it too, maybe, right? It's important to be able to get out of your shell and open it up and allow your brain to open and your mind, so that you're able to think and hear and see and find out that there is something else out there that you can do than what you're doing now, especially if it's not helping you and it's not working for you. So I hope this information was helpful. I hope it was valuable for you to understand and learn what a lead is and why lead generation can actually help your business, because those people, again, those people that are leads are people that are interested in and may want what it is that you have as your products and services. And like I said before, there's so many things out there. So I don't want to keep going on and on. I want to be respectful of your time. The time is rolling by. Remember, I will have information in the video when it's downloaded on the in the comment section for the top 2 anti-salesy posts that actually attract. And I think that is it. Those were the pro tips that I had, and I hope that they actually did you some good. So I'm going to go on and get off here. Tomorrow, just keep your um, notifications on so you know when I'm going live, because they're coming to do the door tomorrow. And I don't know exactly what time. They're going to try to come as early as possible, but they may not be able to make it. So they're going to call me. So if they call and then they came later and I'm right in the middle of where I would be doing my live, that means I'll be doing it later. And I'm afraid to do it earlier because I don't want to end up, having that not work either, because I'm in the middle of it and they call and say, we're on our way. We'd be there in 5 minutes, So anyway, just so you know, so I'm going to go on and get out of here. I hope you have an awesome, awesome day. And so thank you for joining me. And we'll talk soon. Talk tomorrow. Bye.